Hello, what's up, and what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to this all new video today with me, Kimberly, one part of the Prep Pack. It's always one part of the Prep Pack. I don't even know why I say that anymore. It's just me and my good pals keeping me company while I do this video right now. So what's up, guys? Hi, buddy. Who's a good boy? Who's a pure good boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I gotta get back to this video. Today, I thought I would make something really insanely cheap and easy with and for you guys. With you guys. For you guys. With and for you guys. With or for, whichever one. And this dish also makes a lot. So if you need to feed a lot of people, this is actually a really good dish for that. Once again, as always, me and my comfort foods, it's just something I really love to make and I love to share with you guys. So today, that's what I thought I would do. I would show you a really easy, delicious comfort food. One of my favorites. I actually really love this, and this is a fantastic version. So today, without further ado, we are making baking sheet chicken pot pie. I know it sounds weird, but work with me. Stay with me here. I promise you're gonna like this. It's insanely delicious. It's cheap. It's easy to make. Let's get to cooking. Everything we will need to make this recipe. Everything we will need to make this recipe is one whole rotisserie chicken, shredded. Now I have 1 can of whole kernel super sweet corn that I have already opened and drained all of the liquid out. Sliced white potatoes, peas, and sliced carrots. We will be using chicken broth. I actually bought the big thing. It's about 4 cups. We only need about 3 cups, I'm thinking, so about 3/4 of this thing. We have butter, 1 large egg, all-purpose flour, and I keep mine in the fridge. That's why it's in this container. Seasonings, we have black pepper, salt, and parsley. We have our whisk with the missing beater. We have our pot to make our gravy, and we will actually be putting it right on here, and we will be covering it with pie crust that I'm going to cut into strips. So, this is it. This is everything you will need to make baking sheet chicken pot pie. This is one of my favorite ways I ever learned to make this, and I truly hope you guys enjoy this. So, let's get to cooking. First things first, we are preheating to 400. We have our medium-sized saucepan, and to this we are adding about 3 tablespoons of butter, and about 2 teaspoons of parsley. You can do fresh or dried. And we're going to turn this to about medium-high. So somewhere around there, I guess. This will start to heat up, and we want to melt down this butter. Now I'm bringing in my whisk. Add 1/3 a cup of flour, and you're going to want to mix it. Now it's going to get to almost like this sandy, gritty texture here. See how it's like clumping up like that? Perfect. I'm going to lift up on it a little bit so it doesn't sit on that heat while I'm stirring. Alright. That's exactly what I wanted. It's almost like a dough. It's made like this gritty looking texture. Perfect. Set it back on the heat. To this, we're going to add your chicken broth. And you're going to want to keep whisking that. Now we're going to whisk this until it's nice and smooth again. this, I'm adding a little bit less than 1 teaspoon of pepper and 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm not adding so much salt because I have the salt in the chicken broth. So I'm just gonna keep stirring this. You're gonna constantly stir it and just stay with it because it's going to thicken quick. Now I don't know if you guys can see this very well. You see it's got that thick, go away steam. But it's thick now. All right, so it is boiling. I have been stirring and it is at a nice thick consistency that I like. So we're going to turn this to a simmer. We're gonna continue to let this cook and let these flavors combine. And basically we'll want that flour taste gone. So we're gonna let this sit here, but keep your eye on it. Come back over, give it a stir. All right, next, I'm gonna take a paper towel. I would use a coffee filter if I had it, because that's how I did it growing up. You're just going to lightly go around and grease the bottom and the sides of your pan. And I'm still coming over and whisking my gravy. Okay, it's as simple as this. Chicken, spread it out. Potatoes, spread them around. Corn. Peas and carrots. All right, and if you want, you can mix that up a little bit. A little bit of salt over the top of that. And a little bit more pepper over the top of that. We now are going to take our gravy. You're just going to pour it over the top. All right, there's that. And now it's time to add our crust. All right, I have a little bit of flour on my counter just so I can sit this down and unroll it. I'm going to use my pizza roller. And I'm just going to cut this into strips. Take our second one out, same thing. Just lay it down. Alright, there's that. So I'm just going to take my pieces and I'm just going to lay them across. I'm not too worried about trying to make it prettier, which I'm not. There we are. One last step and it's ready for the oven. To the dough, we want to add an egg wash. So we have 1 egg. I'm going to use about a half a shell of water, maybe less. I have a basting brush and I'm just going to mix this up with both hands. So I'm going to take my basting brush with my egg wash and I'm just going to go across my dough. We are ready to put this in the oven. We are going to bake this at 400 for about 30 minutes. I think that sounds right. We'll start there. It has been 30 minutes. It is bubbling all over. We can go ahead and pull this out. Ooh, that is sizzling hot. So for once, we are actually going to let this sit. Yeah, we're gonna let this sit, let that gravy in there thicken back up a bit, and we will come back. Ooh, this smells so good. Just gonna take a spatula. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And there you have it. Baking sheet pot pie. Well, let's see how this one turned out. We have the finished product and we are ready to try this, and it smells so good. The gravy in here smells phenomenal. Again, you can use whatever vegetables you want in here, and you can use them fresh, frozen, and I would typically either do them frozen or in the can, because I feel like if I cut them up fresh, they're just going to be undercooked, and I have a hard time balancing that out. So for me, it's just easier and it tastes just as great. So to me, there's really no difference. Personal preference, it's up to you. But this is ready. I am ready to try it out. So let's get to eating. And I like to have some of everything. So good. I just love pot pie. I love a good creamy dish, and this one is so perfect. It's so easy. It's so delicious, and this recipe makes a lot of it. That is going to do it for this video, guys. I would very much so like to keep eating before this gets too cold. As always, I truly appreciate you guys being here, and if you enjoyed, like, subscribe. If you didn't, like, subscribe. Have a great week, guys.